It's September 1st, 2025, and honestly, the world of military aviation has just been given a monumental shock. Not from America, not from Russia, but from Sweden. Yes, Sweden. The place you usually associate with flat-pack furniture and meatballs has just unveiled something that's made every general in NATO sit up so fast they've probably spilt their coffee. They called it the Gripen E Fenrir upgrade. And let me tell you, this isn't just a new coat of paint and some fancy new missiles. This is a complete rethink of what a fighter jet can be. It's like turning up to a Formula One race in a Volvo, only to find out it has a warp drive. The announcement was simple, direct, and honestly, utterly terrifying for anyone who thought they had the skies figured out. The news landed like a thunderclap. For years, the Americans with their F-35s, the Europeans with their Typhoons, have been patting themselves on the back. They believed they had the ultimate, unbeatable machines. And all this time, the Swedes were quietly working away in their sheds, not making a fuss, just getting on with it. What they've produced is a jet that doesn't just compete with the big boys. It plays an entirely different game, a smarter game, a more dangerous game, and it has left the established order looking a bit silly and, frankly, a bit scared. Imagine the scene at NATO headquarters. A PowerPoint slide flashes up showing the capabilities of this new Gripen variant. At first, there are probably some smirks. A Swedish jet, how quaint. But then the data starts to sink in. The advanced electronic warfare suite that can apparently blind an F-35. The new gallium nitride ESO radar with a range that seems impossible. The ability to operate from a frozen road with just a handful of mechanics. The smirks would have vanished, replaced by a deep, troubling silence. This wasn't just an upgrade, it was a declaration. Sweden had just shown the world that you don't need a blank check from your government to build a truly world-class, giant-killing fighter jet. For decades, the mantra has been bigger is better. More expensive is more capable. More complex is more advanced. The Gripen E with the Fenrir package spits in the face of that logic. It's a testament to clever engineering over brute force. It's the sharp, lightweight rapier against the heavy, clumsy broadsword. So what makes the Gripen so special? Well, it's not just one single thing. It only has one. But the Swedes chose a single, highly reliable General Electric F414 engine. The same one used in the FA-18 Super Hornet. Using one engine makes the plane lighter, cheaper to build, and much, much cheaper to run. The Gripen uses a delta wing and canard configuration. They make the aircraft incredibly agile. It can land on an 800-meter stretch of road, get refueled by a single truck, rearmed by just a few technicians, and be back in the air in the time it takes to make a cup of tea. The Gripen's avionics architecture is designed to be completely modular. Think of it like a personal computer. This is exactly why the Fenrir upgrade was possible. Its systems are designed to be easily updated with new software and hardware. The Gripen E has a stunning wide-area display, a single giant touchscreen that replaces dozens of dials. It fuses radar, sensors, and data links into one simple, intuitive picture, reducing the pilot's workload. Fenrir weaves electronic warfare capability into the very skin of the aircraft, not just clumsy external pods. The GAN boost makes the radar more powerful, longer-ranged, and more resistant to jamming. Fenrir can flood enemy radars with false returns, make one plane look like 100, or make it vanish entirely. It knows when to use its radar and when to stay quiet, jamming without revealing its position. The radar EW suite and IREST all feed one intelligent brain, a networked, coordinated hunter. It's not about raw thrust. It's about outthinking the opponent on a level no one else prepared for. Let's talk about money. Because in the world of defense, money is everything. You can have the best fighter in the world, but if you can only afford to buy 5 of them and fly them on special occasions, it's not a weapon. It's a museum piece. The Gripen doesn't just enter the room, it kicks the door down and turns the table over. The purchase price of a new Gripen E is estimated around $85 million. A new F-35A can cost well over $100 million. For an F-35, cost per hour is estimated over $40,000. The Gripen can be as low as $5,000 per hour. Even E-model figures under $10,000. That difference means pilots fly more, train more, and your jets are more available. Your air force is more effective. The Gripen democratizes the sky. Countries like Brazil, the Czech Republic, and Hungary got access to cutting-edge tech at an affordable price. Saab often partners with customers. Technology transfer, local manufacturing, high-tech jobs, and operational independence. A handful of Gripens hidden on sections of motorway can be a bigger strategic headache than a squadron of expensive jets sitting on one vulnerable base. It proves you can achieve top-tier performance without bankrupting the nation, a triumph of common sense. Ease of maintenance, operational flexibility, and low running costs make the Gripen the right tool for the job. The Gripen is a force multiplier. Small nations can punch well above their weight. They get a fighter that can stand up to anything their neighbors might have, without slashing budgets for schools and hospitals. For the cost of 1 hour of an F-35, you can fly a Gripen for 4, 5, or 6 hours. Your pilots get better, your force is ready. This financial advantage is a strategic weapon in itself. The sky has been leveled. What Sweden has achieved with the Gripen, and especially with the 2025 Fenrir upgrade, is nothing short of a masterstroke. It's a fundamental challenge to the established military-industrial order. For 30 years, the path to air superiority seemed fixed. More stealth, more thrust, more complexity, more cost. Then Sweden came along and quietly invented the power wrench. With Sweden now a NATO member, the Gripen is part of the family, bringing new skills to the table. A flight of Gripens could electronically blind an area, allowing stealth aircraft to slip through, a symphony of stealth and deception. This is more than a plane. It's a new defense philosophy: efficiency, adaptability, and asymmetric thinking. NATO war planners and the biggest players are now paying very close attention. Sweden is no longer just neutral. It's a technological powerhouse with a vital contribution to Western defense. The Gripen is the embodiment of a new confidence. The wolf is out of its cage. The sky has a new master of the game. Cleverness can beat cash. Focus on needs, affordability, upgradability, and operational reality. The biggest surprise in military aviation in a generation. The moment the world had to stop and take notice. The Gripen is no longer the underdog, a standard setter, a giant killer. From the icy roads of northern Sweden to the boardrooms of NATO, everyone is paying very close attention. The sky has a new master of the game.